everybody, Radical Gardener. Hey, today is Wednesday the 21st, right? Anyways, see, I'm kind of holding this weird, but yeah. Okay, can't see my whole head. I guess that's all right. Okay, hi. All right, so, well, let's see. A lot's been going on. First of all, I couldn't load up 2 videos that I made. They just kept getting the little spinning wheel, and I was so frustrated. I just said, forget it. But I'm going to try and load those videos up later today if I can. So I'm just going to keep this one short because I know I'll get it loaded. All right. Well, let me just drop the bombshell on you. And Joe and I are really moving forward, and we think we're going to sell the house, which means the garden, and move to Florida. There's so many reasons why we want to do this. I want to move into an area where I can do some permaculture gardening, but still have my home garden. And God, listen to the cicadas. Oh my gosh, the birds. So anyways, yeah, and we just want to go south. I don't want to spend another 6 months of winter. I just don't want to do it anymore. And last winter was just too long. It wasn't that harsh, but it was really long. And I'm just too much of a gardener. I want to, be outside more. And, being that I live in a neighborhood, it's really hard to get out when it's so cold. When I do walk around the block, if I was like out in the woods or something, I'd really, want to take a walk and be in the woods, even though it was cold. But we just get really hunkered down, and I just don't want to do that. I just don't want to be housebound for like 6 months. And then it's hard to drive around if it's icy, and then it's just difficult. So we just don't want to do it anymore. And this garden happened really quickly. Really over a 4-year period. I could have probably even done it quicker than that. And I'm going to go to full-time gardening when I move, and so I'll be able to do this in a really short period of time. And we're going to take all our pots with us, and a lot of things that we're going to transplant. And I've got a gardening gal that helps me, and so a lot of this will go with me. So yeah, that's kind of I know it just got lipstick on. I know it's kind of coming out of nowhere, but it really isn't. So here's another piece of that. How I talk about the new crypto channel I'm watching with Samantha Jane, and she's a psychic medium. Well, I haven't done this in years because I'm very psychic. I'm very intuitive, so I just never feel the need to ever have someone do a reading for me, or what have you. I just never feel the need to do that, and I just live in the moment, and whatever happens. But I had so many questions about cryptocurrency and which ones I was buying, and which ones should I be holding, and all of that stuff. And so I thought, what, I'm gonna have a reading done by her. So I did, and it was crazy. It was so good. And so one of the things she said right out of the gate, she goes, do you have an exotic bird? And of course you all know that I do, Solo. So and then she saw that Joe worked from home, and she even talked about what he looks like when he's working from home. He's always got white headphones on, and she saw that. I mean, it was pretty damn good, let me tell you. But I said, well, I just wanted to check in and see, if we're going to be moving. And so she said, at the same time I was saying it, she was saying it. She says, you're going to be moving to Florida. And she said, around the Panhandle. And that's exactly where we were looking. So we're going to, we're just talking to people now about putting the house up for sale. We also feel like Michigan isn't going to be one of the places that's going to do really well when there's a financial crash. So many people are on retirement funds, and they have retirement packages, and their 401ks, and pension funds, and I mean, that's what this state is made up of, is people that work in the auto industry and then all the industries that are connected to that. And I just feel that is, people's pensions and 401ks and retirement funds, they're gonna be gone. That money's been spent, I would say, in most cases. And I could be wrong, but that's not my feeling about it, and it's not hers either, and it's not a lot of people's. Like, a lot of people agree with me about that. So Michigan's not going to be a great place to be. Real estate value is going to go down, and real estate value is going to go up in Florida. So it's just a good time for us to do this if we're going to do it. So I'm just putting the feelers out. I want to put the house up for sale on September 15th. And so in the meantime, we're just, picking away at buying our cryptocurrency. It turns out that our instincts, again, were really pretty good, and talked to Samantha about the altcoins. So we're going with primarily Bitcash, Cardano, which is ADA, Ripple, Stellar, EOS, and we really like this Bytecoin. We got a feeling about it, as a lot of people do, and VeChain. So that's where we're putting the bulk of our money in those first few that I mentioned, and then we just put like $50 or what have you in the other ones. So that's what we're doing. So we're building it up, and we're feeling like we really need to buy as much as we can by October. So we'll see if my instincts are correct or not. We've decided against buying silver and gold. I have really good silver jewelry, so I have silver, but we just don't really have enough money to buy silver and gold for it to really make any real difference. So we're just not going to do it. Okay, so more. So we're working on our inventory for all of our prepping supplies. So I'll be sharing that with you probably this weekend. That will be done. And I'll be going through everything that we have, and we moved everything so that it's in a temperature controlled storage, and so we have way more than we thought we did. And I would say that if we ate like we usually eat, which is basically one meal a day, that we have enough food for, 3-4 years. We have a lot of food. So, but we're going to start rotating it out and, eating the oldest thing first, in things that don't have like a 25-year shelf life, And so we're just in the process of doing that now, because, I did a lot of egg glassing too. So we're really starting to go after the eggs. Okay, let's talk about what's been going on in the garden. It is really freaking hot. It's 86 degrees today. The humidity is a lot. It's like, that's what it says on the top of my little temperature thing. It says a lot. One of the things that I came up with for my vegetables is, all my eggplants are really starting to pop. I am so pleased with how my eggplants are doing. My cucumbers are showing up, and so are a lot of squashes. So let's go take the tour, shall we? Let me turn that baby around. There we go. Little bee, stop it. So I took old nylons and I've got them, I pull them over my squash. See that? So I'm pulling them over my squash like this at night, so the squirrels and the critters don't get them. Okay. And then I'm using them to support my eggplants. Okay. Like that. You can use cheesecloth or anything, then I have it tied up to a stake. Yeah. And It looks like these peppers are hanging on pretty good though. And then I want to show you, see now here, all my tomatoes started to show up. I fought for these, you guys. I fought tooth and nail for these suckers. Okay. So this is the Italian squash. Look at this plant. Is it the most magnificent plant ever? I mean, it's taller than me. And look at the squash. It's long and thin. Isn't it cool? It's from Baker Creek. Isn't that cool? I'm going to grow this over a trellis next year in Florida. And I got more coming. There's more that are growing. See all the new little flowers. And yeah. So, and then I've got my nylons over here. Over my little... You can see the nylons over my... Boy, I just had to get damn creative this year. You see this? Let's see. Where are you? Where are you, little one? There he is. There he is. Yeah. And then if you go back here, I pulled my turnips. I had huge turnips, so I had how did I make this? I steamed it. Turnips, parsnips, carrots, onions, potatoes. Cut them up with some Polish sausage and steamed it. Salt, pepper, and butter. Shut up. It was fantastic. Oh, and the smell of it. It was just amazing. You can see I've been back here working on my tomatoes. But look at this squash. Now he's really starting to pop. Lots of flowers. I've got some DE down there. I got it underneath the flowers, so yeah. And then all my tomato plants there. I gotta tie those up, but I'm not doing it now. It's too freaking hot. You can see, finally got my tomatoes. Jeez, that was just too much work. Okay. See, now this one has got a little bit of rot on the bottom. Now I know that's my fault. It's because I had these tomatoes too close together. So, but on the bigger ones, if there's a little bit of this, I just cut the bottom off, and I still eat it. Sorry, I don't waste food that I grow. Yeah, so they're coming. They're coming. We had a huge storm last night, so it made everything grow. We got a nice red little strawberry. Delicious. So yeah, you can see the garden's kind of going, oh, we're a little bit tired now. So I'll just get my squash, and then I'm going to start, getting it ready for the winter, for the fall and the winter. And then these tomatillos, they're still flowering. I'm still getting tomatillos. Look how many. And the beans, I'm out here every day. I want to show you how these beans, look at you guys. Isn't that something else? These grates, this was Joe's idea. Great idea. So I'll get out here and do some more beans. Yeah, I love this. So, but what I did do is I came through, I do water, not water. I use fish fertilizer and come through these pots and do them once a week. But the eggplant and squash, I'm going to do twice a week. And that is just from the advice from Monty on Gardener's World. And this last time I did a teaspoon of Epsom salts and a teaspoon of fish fertilizer to 1 gallon of water, and I did all my plants, and it really helped. Really, really helped. So yeah, and the cucumbers are coming up too over in that corner. So I'm going to have cucumbers here. You know, it's going to be in the nick of time because we really are coming to the end of August, and I can tell how the leaves are starting to fall a little bit. You know, fall is going to come on real quick. So we better get our eggplants and our cucumbers, you know, in the next 3 weeks. So we should, though. I think we'll make it, right? All right. When I live in Florida, I wouldn't have to worry about that, just saying. All right, everybody. So, Radical Gardener, from my garden to yours. Oh, I want to give a shout out to a couple people. First of all, Peter, thank you for all your advice. And, you know, you're going to send me some of those seeds. I'm just so excited. Thank you so much. Alice, she keeps in touch with me all the time. So, sweet Alice, thank you always for your support. And I have we have a new fan here in David 14. I've met him on the cryptocurrency Discord for Samantha. So shout out to David. He's a big fan of the channel. Our numbers are, you know, they're climbing. You know, after the whole icky thing that where they took my channel down, but whatever, that's history and who cares anymore. Anyways, okay, you guys, Radical Gardener, from my garden to yours. May your garden always grow. And I think I'm just going to send you eternal love. Okay, thanks. All right, bye.